Hey guys, Schway here, and today we're coming at you with our top 5 wrestlers who should be in the WWE Hall of Fame right now. Let's get into it.
All I know is green, but that cabbage. I might hit the scene with a bad bitch. Becky taught me jeans on my jazz shit.
Number 5, we have Demolition, most known with Axe and Smash, one of the hardest hitting tag teams and most dominant tag teams in the WWE during the late 80s and early 90s, having held the title 3 separate times, as well as having the 4th longest tag team championship reign in WWE history. Why they are not in the Hall of Fame? Since they left the company, Demolition has had several lawsuits with the WWE in regards to who owns the Demolition right to the gimmick, as well as part of the various CTE lawsuits that WWE has received from former wrestlers since they left the company. Coming in at number 4, we have Lex Luger, the total package, the narcissist, former member of the NWO. Unless it's for life, then he's still a part of it, baby. Lex Luger was a 2-time WCW World Champion, 5-time United States Champion, and was the second ever Grand Slam champion, having held every single major title in WCW. The World Championship, the United States, and tag titles. Why Lex Luger isn't in the Hall of Fame is beyond me, but if I had to guess, it would be these few reasons. A, he left WWE during the Monday Night Wars to join their rival WCW, and Vince was known to hold grudges against people who did things of that nature. Also, I cannot imagine the untimely death of Miss Elizabeth, who he was dating at the time of her death, or the fact that he's not in the best of health currently really helps his cause, since it seems WWE doesn't like to have injured or sick people get inducted into the Hall of Fame. Number 3, Psycho Sid. Though he went under many other names, Sid was a great world champion, having won the WWE and WCW World Championship multiple times. Sadly, Sid died recently, but before he died, he said that he thought that since Vince was out of the company, he might actually have a chance to join the Hall of Fame, since Vince was not a fan of him, most likely because, like Lex Luger, at some point went to WCW, which Vince was not a fan of people doing what was best for them. He was fans of people who did what was best for WWE. Number 2 may surprise some people because she's not a wrestler, but I think she deserves to be on the list regardless, and that's 80s pop sensation Cyndi Lauper. Not only is she known for classic hits such as Girls Just Wanna Have Fun and Time After Time, but a chance encounter with Captain Lou Albano helped lead WWE down the course to eventually get on MTV, her involvement with wrestling where she got to manage Wendy Richter, and on top of that helped get some of the momentum going towards what would eventually become WrestleMania 1. If it wasn't for Cyndi Lauper, wrestling may not be on the public stage that it is today, and at the time considered cool. And my number 1 for who should be in the Hall of Fame right now, to me should go without saying, it's the 9th wonder of the world, China. Though technically in the Hall of Fame with D-Generation X, one of the most influential factions of all time, she deserves solo induction, and the fact she's not in there already is absurd to me. Not only was she the strongest woman by far, she was stronger than most of the men and beat up a lot of them, having won the Men's Intercontinental Championship twice, as well as challenging the Men's World Championship, entering the Men's Royal Rumble, and entering Men's King of the Ring. She was also a Women's World Champion, and she was a box office draw during the time. Some of the reasons she may not be in the Hall of Fame. Apparently, WWE was not happy when she left the company and did pornographic films, even though they did not re-sign her and she was trying to make ends meet. They held that against her, even though other Hall of Famers such as Sonny, who's now in prison for manslaughter, did get accepted into the Hall of Fame. China also had a relationship with Triple H, who cheated on her and ended up starting to date Stephanie McMahon. And soon after, she was let go from the company, so I can't really imagine that helped her odds of getting into the Hall of Fame. Hopefully one day they can correct this, because in my eyes, there's no one more deserving to be in the Hall of Fame that currently isn't than China. Let us know what you think. Did I miss anyone? What do you think of my top 5? Let us know in comments below. Make sure to follow Schway Nostalgia on YouTube and TikTok.
All I know is green, but that cabbage. I might hit the scene with a bad bitch.